Madisonians, hey, my name is Steven. I work for Madison Home Performance here in town, and I'm about to share with you 5 things about your bath fan that you don't know that will be true for the rest of your life. No joke. Point number 1. The purpose of your bath fan is not to remove unpleasant smells. Forgive my language. A bath fan is not a fart fan. It's got nothing to do with that. The purpose of a bath fan is to remove moisture. What's moisture? Moisture is water. It's H2O that's suspended up in the air. So if that's its purpose, where does it belong? Point number 2. The proper placement of a bath fan is not over the toilet, or not over the sink, or not in the center of the bathroom. Proper placement of a bath fan is over the source of moisture in the bathroom, which is the shower. Think of a chimney and a fireplace that you got in your house. Is the fire in the middle of the room and then the chimney off in the corner? No way, that would be crazy because all the smoke would come up and fill up the house and wouldn't go up and out the chimney. The chimney is directly over the fireplace to capture all of the smoke that's coming up from the logs that are burning. Get it right out of the house. In the same way, you want the fan to be directly over the moisture source. You don't want to have the fan off in the corner and the shower over here because the fan can't compensate for the geometry that's all messed up. The fan's got to be directly over the moisture source so it can have capture efficiency and take all that and push it right up and out. You'll actually be able to get away with running a fan at a lower speed or get a less powerful fan if it's put in the proper place. Point number 3. How do we assess how good or bad your bath fan is? We don't look at how new it is. We don't look at who installed it. We don't look at how expensive it is. Those things mean nothing. We have to assess your bath fan based on its ability to perform its function. Its function is to remove moisture. How do we know how much moisture it's removing? Well, we have to test the fan. Some people might throw up a tissue and see if the tissue sticks, right? But that's a qualitative guess. We don't know how much air the fan is actually expelling from the bathroom to outside. A home performance contractor like myself can come in with something called a flow hood and a manometer, and we can get a quantitative measurement of how much air that fan is moving. At minimum, fans need to move at least 50 basketballs of air per minute. The formal term is CFM. It stands for cubic feet per minute. But just think of it as a basketball of air. Point number 4. A bath fan is not meant to be noisy. It's not meant to cover up unpleasant sounds that are coming from a bathroom. I was over at my brother's house a couple weeks ago, and we installed 2 new Panasonic bath fans. They're like $200 bath fans. And we redid the ductwork up in his attic and all this stuff. And we finish and we go and we flick on the bath fan, and then we sat and we listened. And we could barely hear the fan running. And I looked at my brother, and his affect was disappointment. And I felt like, geez, had I done something wrong? Well, then we went back and we tested it, and the fans were actually kicking butt. On their lowest speed, we could either run them at 50, 80, or 110 CFM. On the lowest speed at 50, they were running at like 55. Okay? They were performing exceptionally. He was waiting to hear how loud the fan is because he wanted that thing to be roaring because then he knew it was actually working. Do not rely on this. You need to rely on testing to see if the fan is working or not. Noise is not the indicator of how well a bath fan is performing. Now, a lot of times when you're shopping around for a fan, you're going to hear the word SONE, S-O-N-E. SONE is the volume that the fan is going to operate at against the various pressures that it has to push against. Do not equate SONEs, though, with performance. That's incorrect.
Folks, I had to share this with you. This is a new bath fan I installed in my personal residence. I'm turning it on. It's going to ramp up slowly. And this is what it sounds like about 6 feet away from the fan.
Point number 5. Most people have their bath fan on a switch. Just like you turn the light on in the bathroom with one switch, you turn the fan on with the other switch. Well, when people then leave the bathroom after the shower, they hit off the switches and the bath fan goes off. This is incorrect. What you want is to leave that bath fan running for another 20 to 30 minutes after you shower so it can finish expelling all of that moist air up and out of the house. Well, how do you do that? Maybe you're running off to work. What are you going to do? Leave the bath fan on all day? No, of course not. So what do? Well, you go to the store and you buy a timer switch. I've got one that can run for up to 4 hours with the push of a button. I normally set it to 30 minutes, then I leave, it runs for 30 minutes, expels all the moisture, it shuts itself off. If you want to be even more advanced, you can buy a fan that's got a built-in humidity sensor. So when the humidity gets up so high, boom, the fan automatically kicks on, it's automated. How cool is that? If any of this was of interest to you, please check out MadisonHomePerformance.com. We do home energy assessments and building performance testing. Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.